And despite popular belief, because some people might notice, I am wearing green again. It's not the same day. It has been actually 2 weeks, I think, or a week since we filmed.
A week.
Yeah. Welcome back to Slice of Mills, episode 17.
Back in action.
We are back. Back and not in black.
Not in black.
But got a new strategy or approach. You might see it already on this video, but if not, I'm not going to say anything. But we are going to change up a few things now, learning the YouTube game a little bit more.
Yeah.
So might see some changes coming in. There's nothing changing with the setup aside from these two. I just thought it'd make something more interesting than our pillows and cushions.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll slowly but surely change it up a little bit so it's a little bit more exciting.
Yes.
Maybe get some other seats and move to that corner or something. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll figure some stuff out. But we do have a promise to keep.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the last episode, we said we would speak about life goals.
Yeah.
So we ended it off in literally the last 40 seconds about. Check a tab.
How's that? Yeah.
In the last 40 seconds about, we said maybe that's something we should talk about in the next episode is life goals. So here we are. Welcome to Slice of Mills, episode 17. Today we're going to be talking about some life goals.
Yeah, and I think the big thing is just really realizing that no goals, no direction, no one's really not going anywhere fast at all. So welcome to today. It's going to be good to just get into it a little bit, I suppose. And I look at, I deal with a lot of entrepreneurs all the time. And that's
for those that don't know, can you give us a quick brief of what you do?
Yeah, so those that don't know, I'm a business mentor. And I help entrepreneurs with their businesses to improve where they're at, what they're doing, how they're going about their businesses. We look into what their work is at the moment. And oftentimes you find there's a lot of gaps, and it's just nice to be able to touch base with them and get into their businesses and help them. And one of the big things that keeps coming up is no goals, no targets. And it's important for us to really dive into that kind of thing. And I see with the entrepreneurs in their businesses, if they don't have a goal, or oftentimes you find the goals up in their head. They haven't written it down, they don't have it anywhere, they're nothing to look at, and they're just great goals. And that's all it is. It's nothing more than just a great goal. And
or an idea.
Yeah.
That can't materialize.
Yeah. Quite effectively, it turns into that. So for me, I think one of the interesting things has been is getting some of them to really sit down and take a piece of paper and write down everything that they're busy with or things that they'd like to achieve, how their businesses are designed, and what their ultimate ideals would be that they would like to have, and then to translate those into step-by-step goals, or that's what they want to achieve, where they're at now, how they're going to get there, what are the steps, So there are short-term goals, long-term goals, mid-term goals, like micro goals as well. So many different things that have such an impact on achieving what they ideally would like to achieve, So, but it's fun. I enjoy it. And taking that and saying over myself, one of the things that I've been speaking for a long time about is this particular podcast, if you want to call it. Is it a podcast?
Not really a podcast.
Anyway,
it's just a chat at the moment.
Channel, yeah.
Yeah, this channel.
So, this channel. And I've practiced a lot. I've always spoken about it, and we've spoken about it. And eventually we just said, right, let's start. So we bought these little mics that seem to be working quite fine.
Yeah.
We had this tripod for years, and finally we pulled it out, and then you found the gimbal.
Thank you, Facebook.
Yeah, thank you, Facebook. And then I thought, surely this thing can fit in there, and boom, there we go. So now we have
Proper setup. Yeah, no longer standing on Pepsi towers.
And one of our goals is at the end of the month on Black Friday, we're going to buy ourselves some lighting. So it's going to be much better.
Yeah. So stay tuned. You'll be able to see more freckles on our faces after the upgrades.
Yeah. So what you'll do is maybe just put them here and then pause and then put, and show the effect of.
You can do that.
The
Before?
items. Here, the
After?
items are. Yes.
Yeah. I can edit that in, I'm very sure.
I'm sure you
not
could.
difficult to do that.
Yeah.
Or we could just do it and then leave the whole edit in because we want it to be raw. Or not the edit in, we leave that section in.
Oh, that could work.
Where we're
too.
kicking things around and swearing like, no, pass that, yeah, Dad.
Could be fun doing that too, yeah.
Yeah.
So you are a young man. And have you ever considered or looked at what are goals and what do you want to do for things for yourself? Have you looked at that?
Definitely. Okay. So like you were saying, I think it's very important to have a goal because without a goal, you don't have direction. If you aim at everything or at nothing, you'll hit nothing either way.
True.
As a nice saying I learned from watching a guy named Nick A30 who plays Fortnite.
Yeah.
When I was younger and impressionable, one of the quotes that he says, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Fact.
So it actually really stuck with me for quite a while because you can't hit something if you don't shoot.
Yeah, true.
So even like you were saying now, something with like this, we didn't start it so long because we wanted it to be perfect. We were looking for the perfect time. We have like 14 or 15 episodes that we recorded in the car, which we didn't have much to talk about, but we tried to fill it in.
Yeah, we did.
So maybe you'll see some of that coming through. We upload them later on when we're down again. You almost got your candle episode. Last week there were a few days
close.
down. It was very close, yeah. Which if you're wondering why there wasn't such a consistent upload last week, power issues in this area because there's a storm, and out front there's a tree that's
branches just touch and boom, lights out.
And then it's only us.
Our section,
it's just us. So that means that no one comes out and addresses it quickly because it's just us. It's only a few people that are inconvenienced. So,
hours later.
Anyway, long story short, we were trying to make it perfect. So we stalled for months. I think not even a year or two.
Yeah, we did.
We're now, so it's raw, it's authentic, it's us. And I think once we decided, let's just do it, let's just cut to the chase. And I was like, what else can we do? Let's slice to it. How about slice of lifestyle? How about slice of mills? There you go. That's creativity that comes from God.
There we go. So
we're
slicing it and we see how it unfolds.
Yeah.
So for us, it really is just natural as we can, as natural as you can. And if you've got people who are interested in something just raw and natural like this, please spread the word and share it with others. And we'd like to see that working. Our numbers have increased, eh?
Yeah, we're at 15 subscribers as of
15
today. Yeah, and we got a notification from YouTube saying that we reached 10 hours of watch time.
Wow.
Among the people that are watching. So that means people are actually watching it, not just us clicking on it to get the views on.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Not that we do that. We didn't do that. But you uploaded one last night. At 6 o'clock it went live, and we already got 13 views on that and 3 likes. So I mean, it's not bad for 3-4 weeks. We've uploaded 18 videos. We filmed 3 a week. So it's 6 weeks.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 6 weeks of filming. Wow. Not even proper filming because we filmed some on the same night.
Yeah,
and some double episodes, some Power of Choice episodes. We are on episode 17 of normal streams, but I think I'm gonna start changing. I said I'm not gonna talk about it. Let's get back to answering your question. You asked if we have goals. So yes, I have thought about having goals because the first thing is to know where you want to end up. You can start then filling in the gaps of how you want to get there. The only issue that I've had recently is I've been delving deeper and becoming a stronger believer in Christ and becoming more a Christian. And it's actually a little bit of a struggle for me because I have a goal in my mind. Let's say my goal is I want to drive a Porsche by the age of 25, as an example. That's 2 years from now. How am I going to get there? I don't know. Maybe I'm going to win the lotto or something. But let's just say that's my goal for the next 5 years is to drive a Porsche or to have a Porsche. Okay. What does God actually want? God doesn't want me to have a Porsche. So now my vision and God's vision don't align. So now, like I say, it's something I struggle with because my goal might be completely different to what God's goal is. I might be feeding the flesh. I might be feeding, humanly wants, human desires. But God's wish for me is, no, in 5 years, I want you to be working in Nigeria where the reason genocide is happening, and I want you to go and fight or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, to answer your question, yes, I've been thinking about it.
Good.
And I've been doing some pondering on it. Not much because I'm still just trying to keep busy. I'm not the type who likes to sit and just think on things. And I feel like not like you rot away, but you just make too much space in your head and then you start causing issues. Because you start going down things which waste time. Yeah. Like, oh, why did that happen? Why did this happen? Which is also a goal of mine, is to avoid that and just be efficient. So, yeah, to answer your question in short, and again, yes, I have been thinking about goals and where I want to be and what I want to grow into. But at the end of the day, I don't know if I can even put them on paper or define what they are because they might not be the right goals.
So I want to encourage you to do what I've been doing, and I'm sure you might have been doing it. I can't be sure. You may have or may not have been doing it, but since I've changed and started this Change My Life in listening to that Jim Ron video a couple of weeks back now, and doing the cold shower every morning, I take the first hour and I use it just for me. I focus just on me. And part of that focus on me is getting a cold shower, getting ready for the day, then sitting down and journaling, reading the Bible, but also journaling. And journaling for me has been such a nice thing to start doing again, is to write down a lot of my thoughts and almost like having a conversation with God and just putting down my thoughts and ideas and plans and stuff like that, and getting ready for the day so that you don't just enter the day so let's see what the day holds for us. And now starting to have these things in place, I've noticed a shift in the waste of time on stuff that I used to waste a lot of time on has now come to an end, and more to come. One other aspect that one of my goals is I want to lose a lot of weight again, but like this time really, 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 really be done with it. And there's a mental shift that's coming into play for me, and that goal is going to become reality. So by the time it gets to my next birthday, I would like to be at an ideal weight. I'm not going to put that out there yet, but I would like to be at an ideal weight, and that it's a weight that is achievable, definitely achievable, and something that I'm working towards. So I know that date is the date that I want to have achieved. So it's pegged. How am I going to go about it? Well, part of that is we've ramped up our gym training again. I think you've noticed. Sunday we put in a big effort. Yesterday we put in a big effort. Today we definitely put in a big effort.
Legs is always
as you say, yeah. But it was nice of Yvonne to give you a bit of a shunt tonight, and that's the kind of thing that we need. For me, as you know, my age is very, very different, and I showed you that other thing that I'm working on. I'm finding it actually working, and I'm finding my muscle soreness is there. So my goal is to get physically fit for a man of my age, to be able to show other men my age it is possible. You just need to put in the effort. And so my goal is to reflect what is achievable by other men.
Yeah,
as possible.
So it's brilliant. Yeah, keeping on the topic of goals, you now know you've put a full stop or an end point. You know, okay, I've got to reach X by X. And it doesn't always have to be that way. It can just be, I want to save up X amount. I want to make sure I drink 5 liters of water in a day, or whatever. It can be simple things. It can be hard things. It can be long-term things. It can be short-term things, like you're saying, even micro. Something seriously micro might be, I want to make sure that dinner is cooked before 9:30. Something simple. That's a goal.
Very easy.
But I like the thing you're saying about having a due date, and it needs to be something that's, I don't know the word for it off the top of my head now, but I want to say consequential enough.
Yes.
So it's got to be something that, like, if something doesn't happen, something happens.
Yeah, there's consequences for not achieving.
And if it's not something that you can mentally hold yourself accountable for, then there must be like consequences. So I can't remember who I was watching or who was talking about what, but someone said that he has a team member who wanted to lose weight, and he said to that lady, okay, if you don't get your weight by the end of this quarter, then you're not on the team anymore. And she was like, whoa, this challenge all of a sudden became way tougher. But now there's a driving force behind it.
Yeah.
So when she feels bad on a day, she doesn't want to go to gym or whatever, now she's got a driving force behind, because she knows if she doesn't go, she's off the team. So now she's actually got to do it.
Yeah.
I can't remember which guru it was, or some guy I was watching about how to lock in and focus. I can actually find the YouTube video. If I can find it, it'll be in the top corner. Yeah, but so it was a good thing. I think he got 7 tips on how to lock in and focus.
That'll
on
be very
tasks.
good.
Yeah. It's like locking down your phone. Anyway, the point is that your goals need to have consequences. They need to be consequential. And if not just to you personally, maybe you can try to bring some other people in and help you be accountable. So
that in itself could be a goal, is to surround yourself with people that are going to motivate you and going to help you achieve the goals you want to achieve. And in so doing, bringing people alongside could also help motivate them. There might be something that they are challenged with, something that they want to bring into where they're at. And how are we going to go about it? Well, together we can go far. If you try and do it on your own, you're not going to go as far. And as you might go fast for a short period of time. But if you want to go far, go walk with somebody. And you get that right, there could be really, really good things in store for you. So you mentioned, I think, was last in one of the recent sessions that we had, was that you're only as good as the 5 closest people to you.
I don't know if we mentioned that in an actual video. I think we were just having a chat. But you are a reflection of the 5 closest people to you.
Yeah.
Or the 5 closest people you spend your time around.
Yes, and I had that yesterday or Sunday, I can't remember. But just that came to light. And in fact, I think it was today when I was walking home through the park. And I thought, this is such a very, very true statement and such a valuable statement. And then I said, okay, who are you surrounded by? And I look and I think, oh my word, it's time to step up. It's time to find people. And I don't want to be the one that they would walk away from, where it says, if you're the weakest link, then others will walk away from you. So you want to be the strongest, or at the upper end to move into the next level. So for me, I'm thinking, okay, we're together, we're keeping each other fairly sharp in our conversations and how we conduct ourselves. But who else are we actually interlinking with and intermingling with? And for you at your age group, you need to find guys that are up here as opposed to nobody. And at the same time, I need to find men that are in this position, well-to-do businessmen, or well-to-do solid men in their faith, solid men in who they are as men, which then links up with the men's haven that we're busy looking at getting going. Because when you surround yourselves with solid, strong people, you yourself get uplifted. And we know, both of us, we're naturals. People are naturally drawn to us.
Yeah.
So that gift that we have, we need to use for the good it's been designed and gifted to us for.
True.
So,
yeah, I agree. One of the first things that Jesus did when he came down and he started his ministry was surround himself with 12 strong men and strong in faith and people you can rely on and people that can have his back. So it's even a biblical principle. There's so many scripture verses I'm learning still. I feel like an infant. The more I dig deeper, the more I realize I don't know much.
Fact.
But there's so many scripture verses where it talks about confess your sins to one another and be cleansed of it. Incorrect Bible terms, whatever. The point is that's what the point is behind it. 2 or more gathered in my name, I'm there in their presence. There's so many scripture verses. There's 2 off the top of my head, but there's more I know I've heard where they talk about it. It's with people. Surround yourself with people. Get people around you, and it's brilliant because it gets you to where you need to be. And I think the 5 people you spend most of your time around, it doesn't have to be 5 people that you go out for braais with.
No.
So what it is like the way I see it, because I disagree with what you said, where you said you don't want to be the weakest link. I think you should be the weakest link. I don't think you should be the smartest person in a room. I don't think you should be the strongest person in a room.
True.
I don't think you should be the most intelligent person in a room. I think you should always, at least if not actually like that, you should have a mentality of that so that you can always learn something. So even if you are the most intelligent in the room, don't act it because you might miss something that someone has a different point of.
So to add to that, there is the statement, if you're the strongest or the most intelligent in the room, you need to find a new room to move to.
Exactly.
And so that's what I was saying. So if you're the weakest, those that are strong are going to say, well, they either accept you and bring you in and help lift you, but then that would have to mean that you need to step up. So if you're the strongest in the room and you find a new group, you'll potentially be the weakest in the next group that you move into. But you have the ability to, because you were the strongest, you can now become part of a stronger group. So that's what I was saying is, but if you remain weak, then you're going to get rid of you.
Yeah. So that's where I was going to go.
Yeah.
That's where I was going to try to land this plane, is to say, I think you should be the weakest, but you should have the ability to be able to scale quickly. So whether that be, let's just look at a simple thing at gymming. I might not be good at calisthenics to start. So if I go surround myself with 4 other calisthenics people or 5 other calisthenics people that are really good at calisthenics, it may take me a month or 2, but I will catch
You'll get there very fast.
I'll get there very fast because I've got strength in other things. I have got natural strength.
Yes.
So I'll be able to catch up. There's just obviously some things that I need to tighten up on, probably a stronger core, probably stronger shoulders, like just to name a few, but I would get there quickly. So let's just stick with that example. I would be the weakest physically, literally. I would be the weakest in that group at the specific thing we're doing. But take them, come and do my exercises. It's a different ball game again. Now they're the weakest. So, it's to bring us back to the goals is, I think you should be the weakest, but you should also have the ability to grow into getting stronger. And then you should look to grow and not only grow yourself. Because like you were saying, if you want to grow quick, you grow alone. If you want to grow long, if you want to go far, you grow together.
Yes.
So it's I was speaking with an Uber driver. I'd like to socialize with them a little bit. Because there's so many different walks of lives. If they're willing to talk with you guys, the amount of things that people go through in life it's scary.
Fact.
And we are on 24 minutes, so we can start rounding up. But I think goals are super, super important because without them, you're aimless and
you're like a clinging ship, a rudderless ship on the ocean.
Yeah. So it's very important to have some goals, and it doesn't have to be seriously deep. Like, don't take a month off of work or out of school to sit and decide what's the goal. And then when you decide, I want a Porsche over Ferrari, and don't be like, what's the meaning behind that? Like, we don't have time for that. We honestly don't have time for that. I really and strongly believe that we are in the end times, so I don't think we even have time to worry about that. I think there should be simple goals. It should be, I want a peaceful life. I want a stable home. I want a stable income. I want a happy wife, and I want a nice car.
Hot babe.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what you want. Yeah.
So I think it shouldn't be so deep, but if you can go deep, if you're a deep thinker and you want to, you can do that. But my personal opinion is it should be just
have fun,
quick, off the top things. What do you actually want? And because I've now been thinking, I really like Adidas. I'm a big fan of Adidas, and I said on my vision board I would like to model for Adidas. But now with all the years thinking about it and contemplating and thinking about the meaning behind things, now I'm like, why do I actually want to? Yeah,
Come on.
Why would I want to actually model for Adidas? And it got me thinking. And I was like, why do I actually? And then eventually I caught myself. I said, no, you want to do it because it's better than the other brands you've done before, and you just have a preference to their stuff. Their shirts are nicer. Their stuff is more quality. Nike has still got nice stuff, but I haven't had a great experience with the last 2 or 3 shoes that I bought, or whatever it was. The shirts specifically, I don't know what it is, but I always tear them. I don't know what the problem is, but the
not good.
Adidas shirts are fine. Anyway, the point is, that I delved too deep into it, and then it got me off of track of what I was trying to do and trying to get momentum, and it stopped my momentum, and pushed me further back with all the photo shoots and stuff, because I was like, oh, what's the meaning behind it?
Okay.
Simple, achievable goals. Smart goals. Simple, measurable, achievable, reachable,
replicable,
and something for T. What's T? Not time.
I think it might be time. Anyway,
in a time frame. Give it a time frame. But smart.
Track.
SMART.
Track. Yeah, smart.
SMART is an acronym.
Sorry, guys, because there's gents out there that will know it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
if you know it, you know it. If you don't, go do a quick Google search. Smart goals. Try to make your goals smart. Alrighty, I'm done talking now.
Thank you so much. This is us signing out. This has been a good chat tonight.
Yeah, another good one.
Yeah, slicing out.
Trying to keep it under 24 minutes, but we're now at 27.
Okay, let's snap it out.
Yeah. Okay, give us your closing line again.
Oh, it's just slicing out of here. This is us slicing out of here. Twice.
2 times.